The Hanukah Light series is sponsored by Mr. and Mrs. Max and Anita Benatar. La'ilu Nishma Dina Leah Batsara Rasha. Part 3. The war between the Greeks and the Jews is long-lasting. It started already from the beginning of creation, in the 10th generation after the world was created. After the flood, Noah left the ark with his wife and children. He planted a vineyard, drank wine, became drunk, and revealed himself inappropriately. One of his sons, Ham, came into the tent, saw his father in disgrace, went outside, and told his two brothers, Shem and Yefet. They honored their father, took his clothes and covered him, and even turned around in order not to see him in that disgrace. When Noah woke up from his wine slumber, he realized what Ham did and how Shem and Yefet honored him. He cursed Ham and blessed Shem and Yefet. Yefet had many sons, and his fourth son was Yavan. Noah blessed Yefet that God should make him beautiful. Until Yavan was born, people weren't so good looking. They had ugly skin and color. They weren't really appealing to the eye. Yavan changed all that. In addition, his descendants became philosophical, musical, academic, and linguistic scholars. But Noah added 3 more words to Yefet's blessing that became the point of contention for future generations. Ve'yishkon be'ahol Shem, and they will dwell in the tents of Shem. The tent of Shem is the Bet HaMikdash. The word ve'yishkon has many connotations, mainly to dwell, but it can also mean mashkon, like collateral. You will be held as collateral in part of Shem. But it can also imply the word Shekhinah, where Noah tells Yefet that all the shefa that comes from heaven, all the blessing that you will receive, will come through the Bet HaMikdash, which is part of Shem. Yefet asked Noah, why? He gave an answer, but he didn't understand it until today. He doesn't understand it because he doesn't have the ability to comprehend. Since that moment, it's been a source of pain and struggles for the Jewish people who descend from Shem. Noah told Yefet the following: if it wasn't me who was laying in disgrace, but rather someone else, a stranger, would you bother to cover him? You wouldn't, because you didn't worry for me in particular, or respected me, but rather you worried for yourself. It's not pleasant for you that they should see your father lying in that state, and that's why you burdened yourself to cover me. The non-Jew is the all-about-me personality. He works just for himself. He doesn't care much about the others involved. If I have a personal interest in helping someone else, then I will. Otherwise, why should I bother? Your brother Shem, said Noah, did the same act, but since he was first to respond, he did it for my honor and not for his own. Because the Jew has a neshama, a part of God which is within him. So when a person is disgraced, it's a disgrace to God. Noah tells his son Yefet, since you did not care for my honor and Shem did, therefore you should know that your blessing will include dwelling in the tents of Shem. As a result, Yefet wages war against Bnei Israel, a descendant of Shem. Moreover, anti-Semitism is born. The hatred for the Jewish people is as piercing as death. Yefet is not ready to accept that he is blessed on collateral or through the existence of the Bet HaMikdash. So when the Greeks chose not to destroy the temple, it wasn't because they were righteous or they thought of the Jews as important, respectable people. They hate them to no end. They didn't touch the Bet HaMikdash because they knew that all of their bracha comes to them through the Bet HaMikdash's existence. If it gets destroyed, the pipeline will be cut off and they will fall far from the face of the earth. And what happened after the Romans conquered Israel and destroyed the Bet HaMikdash? Exactly that. The Greeks became extinct as a people. Only their culture and values continued to spread. They knew they would suffer if the temple was destroyed. If so, how will they harm the people of Israel who hate their souls without harming themselves? So they found a way. They contaminated the Bet HaMikdash and defiled the people with their culture and values. They would claim, if Shem can behave like Yefet, if the Jew can behave like the non-Jew, then what is the difference between the two of us? Tune in for part 4 tomorrow.